Hello, welcome to a bonus episode of Hockey Inside Out. This bonus episode's question comes from one of our viewers. It comes from Peppert. I hope that's not your real name, because I'm sure a lot of teachers would stumble over that. He thinks having 4 forwards on the power play is one of the reasons why the Canadiens have given up so many shorthanded goals. What do you think about that? Andrew, do you agree?
No, because I think you'd be struggling to find a power play in the NHL right now that has 2 defensemen on it. It just doesn't exist anymore. The meta has changed for what makes a power play work. If it was a 5-forward power play, those do usually give up a few more shorthanded goals. But I really do think what's happening right now with the amount of shorthanded goals that are going in, it's not necessarily that they're much worse defensively than they were earlier in the season. It's just that sometimes things happen in small sample sizes that are a bit aberrational, right? They just don't make sense. And yes, they are giving up some great chances. They gave up some great shorthanded chances against Columbus, but sometimes they go in and sometimes they don't. I like what they're doing on the power play. I think if anything, they take some risks with, like, they expect Matheson to do a lot at the blue line. There's a lot of plays that go back to him. They're like, all right, Mike, skate the whole width of the rink to keep this puck in. And most times he does it, right? So I think they put Matheson in some tough situations with passes and like just chips back to the blue line that create some odd man situations. But for the most part, I think they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the 4 forwards to me it's not an issue. It's the problem that I have is some of the high risk plays that they will try with some success, but obviously not enough, because they do turn the puck over and everybody's thinking I'm going on the offensive side, and they don't really care about obviously worrying if the puck is turned over, who's going to be in a position to back check and, kind of kill that offense. So, they're doing some good things on their power play. It's just some areas they have to be a little more responsible when it comes to risk versus thinking, okay, what happens if the puck gets poked loose and we're not in a position to chase or check the guy and give up a real good scoring chance against. But they are doing some good stuff, and it's fun to watch with the four guys with good skill sets that can make things happen, and it's going the right way.
Well, never trust the forward, right, Rick?
Well, you see what happens when you do.
Yeah, I think sometimes they're a little soft on the zone entry, a little lax on it. And, Matheson, as you mentioned, Andrew, Matheson's alone back there on the point, right? There's not 2 point guys. He's alone back there, and he's making some risky passes, which is one of the reasons why the power play is doing so well, right? They're not as predictable as they used to be. So it's a risk-reward type of thing. And I think that's why you're seeing teams score more shorthanded goals. But the bright side of that is even when the Canadiens' power play, especially the first unit, isn't scoring, like, they're fun to watch. They're moving the puck. They're getting chances. Salkoski's starting to shoot the puck now on the one-timers from Matheson. He scored a nice goal against Columbus. So, and these 5 guys are going to be together for a while. They're young. This power play is going to be the power play for the next couple of seasons. So there's a lot to like about the power play, but risk-reward. And as you're right, Andrew, I'm amazed at how much ice Mike Matheson covers, and you're saying going back side to side on the blue line when pucks are coming around, and he does get there most of the time. He really does, but there's times he doesn't, and then it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. But one thing that's really caught my eye is how hard Cole Caulfield back checks when they do get caught on a 2-on-1. Like, he's quick and he's really committed. Like, he might be the guy assigned, like, when Matheson gets caught, you're the guy who's got to get back, because he's really good at it. And he has that burst of speed. And there's quite a few times there's been a 2-on-1 even going the other way, and Cole Caulfield's come back and been this sort of the savior.
It's nice to see that commitment with the goals not coming, right? That he's like, well, I'm making that money. I gotta get in on the back check.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Marty has said to him, and I should ask Marty this question, like, told Cole, like, you got to be the guy, back of your mind, you got to be the guy. You're the quickest guy getting back there when we do get caught. So you got to make sure that's part of your job.
If you have a question you'd like the panel to answer, just leave it in the comments section below, and make sure to go to hockeyinsideout.com to see our full episode.